Welcome to The Explainer. All right, today we're tackling a problem that, if you're a cat owner, you know all too well. How do you actually get a full night of sleep without being woken up? So is your cat basically your 3 a.m. alarm clock? Yeah. If you've been woken up by that sudden pounce on your feet, or the nonstop meowing right in your ear, or that relentless scratching at the door, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is so frustrating, and it can really feel hopeless.
So let's just call it what it is, the 3 a.m. problem. And look, you are definitely not alone in this. Trying to just, ignore it? It feels like trying to ignore a tiny furry little drill sergeant who's dead set on waking you up.
And these disruptions, they come in so many forms, right? You've got the loud meowing, the pouncing on you while you're sleeping, scratching at the door, knocking stuff over. Oh, and my personal favorite, bringing you gifts. But here's the thing, none of this is random. It's your cat's way of trying to tell you something. And usually that something is, I'm bored or I'm hungry.
Okay, so let's get into your cat's real schedule. Because understanding the why behind all this is absolutely the first step to fixing it. And it really all boils down to a major misunderstanding we have about their internal clock.
This right here, this is a game changer. Most of us think cats are nocturnal, right? Active all night long. That's the myth. But the fact is, they're not. They are what's called crepuscular.
So what on earth does crepuscular mean? It just means they're most active during twilight, so at dawn and at dusk. That crazy burst of energy you see at 5 a.m., that's not a bug, it's a feature. It's literally programmed into their DNA by thousands of years of evolution. And this is the crucial takeaway. As the San Francisco SPCA points out, your cat isn't trying to be a jerk. They're not trying to annoy you. They're just following these ancient, hardwired instincts that are screaming at them, hey, it's dawn. This is the best time to go hunting. As far as they're concerned, this is totally normal.
So how do we work with this? Well, we can actually use this instinct to our advantage. We're going to tap into what I like to call the hunt, eat, sleep code. Instead of fighting it, we're going to learn to speak their language. We're going to hack the system.
And this is it. This is a cat's natural rhythm. It's a really simple 4-step cycle. First, they hunt. That's that big burst of energy. Then they eat whatever they've caught. After that, they groom themselves, clean up. And finally, they sleep. They rest and digest. This is the exact cycle we're going to recreate.
So here's our goal. We are going to hack this code to match our schedule. The whole strategy is about recreating that hunt, eat, sleep sequence right before we want to go to bed. If we do that, we can trigger their natural instinct to settle down for a nice, long rest, right when we do.
Okay, so how do we actually pull this off? Let's get practical. It all comes down to 3 main pillars for a quiet night. And the best part is, you can start putting these into action tonight. Pillar number 1 is intense play. This is the hunt part of the code. We're talking about a good 15, maybe 30-minute play session right before bed. Get out an interactive toy, like a wand, and really get them moving. Make them run, make them jump, make them pounce. The goal here is to burn off all that pent-up energy.
All right, pillar number 2, smart feeding. As soon as that play session ends, you move right into the eat phase. You give them their last meal of the day, and it should be a good, satisfying one. This completes that hunt-eat cycle. And here's a pro tip. Consider getting an automatic feeder. You can set it to drop just a little bit of food at, say, 3 or 4 a.m. That way, they go bother the machine instead of you.
And speaking of feeding, this is a really big one. A lot of us free feed, meaning we just leave a bowl of food out all the time. But switching to scheduled meals is one of the most powerful things you can do. It creates a clear routine, helps you track their health, and most importantly, it gives you control over their energy levels, instead of the other way around.
And that brings us to pillar number 3, solid routines. Cats absolutely thrive on routine. Your own bedtime habits, brushing your teeth, getting into your PJs, those become their cues that it's time to wind down. Now, here's the tough part. Once you're in bed, you have to ignore them. I know it's hard, but if you give in even once, you're just teaching them that nagging eventually works. Consistency is everything here.
And one really important rule through all of this, never, ever punish your cat. I mean it. Things like yelling or using a spray bottle, they just don't work. All it does is make your cat scared of you. It creates stress, anxiety, and it can even make the behavior worse or lead to aggression. It just breaks that bond of trust.
Okay, so let's put this all together. Here is your official sleep training plan for your cat. So here's your evening plan for a quiet night.
Step 1, a really tiring play session about an hour before you go to bed. Step 2, right after play, serve their last big meal of the night. Step 3, stick to your own bedtime routine so they know what's coming. And step 4, the big one, ignore those nighttime pleas. Be patient, don't give in.
And please remember, as WikiHow says, this takes time and patience. You're working to change a habit that's literally baked into their DNA. It might be tough for a few weeks, but if you stick with it, you're teaching them a whole new routine that's better for both of you.
So what's one little change you're going to make to your cat's routine tonight? Because once you start working with their nature instead of against it, once you tap into that hunt, eat, sleep code, you can absolutely guide your little buddy onto a schedule that means a peaceful night for everyone in the house.